Last year, we worked to protect hemp manufacturers and create the safe harbor provisions that allow the export of these projects to other states, while keeping jobs and facilities in Colorado. It wasn't an easy fight, and I don't think we necessarily got it perfect, but we basically did create a way where companies can operate and produce here and sell to other states, we think, to the best we could under the existing federal law. But as we look to the bright future of the hemp industry, know that you can count on Colorado, the Department of Agriculture, the Governor's Office, and Ian Sieb is here, Ian representing us in cannabis, marijuana, hemp, and now also natural medicine. The voters passed leading the way on the implementation of that. And feel free to visit with them over the course of this conference. But know that with champions like Ian Sieb, our Commissioner, Kate Greenberg of Agriculture, our legal team, advocates across our many agencies, including the Markets Division of the Department of Agriculture, our Global Business Development Team under Eve Lieberman at the Office of Economic Development and International Trade. We're ready to serve you, help connect you, do everything we can. Our doors are open to help Colorado lead the way, because together we can and we will find new ways to use hemp to better our communities, our economy, our lives, our state, and the world.
Chris, one thing we hear quite a bit about is the need for increased quality control standards and making sure we have reasonable regulations in place for consumer safety. Can you talk a little bit about the importance of having an established relationship with a lab like yours and the value you bring?
Certainly, and that's a primary goal of the lab. I've built it to serve a purpose to educate our clients about the materials that they're selling and formulating with, and be demonstrating that back to the consumers that these products are what they are what they're saying they are.
Brett, where, given your position, where do you see the market headed in 3 to 5 years, or what assuming everything goes right on the Farm Bill and all that? Where do you see the market headed?
Yeah, I think marijuana and hemp are on a crash course. I think it's being expedited through the beverage channels, and bringing the two industries together. There's still a little bit of infighting, but I think a lot of the infighting is going away due to the crossover with cannabinoids and with the beverage sector. So, I expect there to be a little bit of consolidation, probably starting in 2025, including merging. We already see a lot of big MSOs getting into either the Delta 8 space or buying CBN or CBC or whatever these cannabinoids are. So there's going to be a huge overlap in 2025. There's going to be a consolidation event. And the people that have the best product and the best distribution are going to end up being the players that are going to be around in the next 3 to 5 years.
What I find really interesting about the intersection between the marijuana market and the hemp market on the cannabinoid sector is that as much as the marijuana market is trying to bash the hemp market, they're making hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue off of the hemp products and through white labeling and the like. So there's already a lot of crossover going on right now. And so I think, there will be some consolidation.
I think it's also critical to note that, as the hemp industry and, the landscape of hemp regulations across the country continues to evolve, you're seeing more and more states require shipping manifests. So, in various parts across the country, you do truly have to potentially change the documentation that you have in a given state. Certainly we all enjoy the blessings under the 18 Farm Bill where, states cannot prevent the interstate commerce, and the shipment of hemp within their borders. But at the same time, and to David's well-made point, make sure you know what you're getting from the cultivator. Make sure that what was cultivated was lawful in its jurisdiction of origin.
There's a war that's raging against hemp in legislatures across the country, on all major social media platforms, and by misguided regulators and law enforcement agencies. But this goes deeper than hemp. At stake is the future of cannabis reform in the United States, the ability for small businesses to thrive in an emerging market, and the right for adults to make their own determination about what they choose to ingest. The choices we make today will impact the cannabis industry, by which I mean both the hemp and the marijuana sectors, for decades. If we successfully promote regulations that address age gating, quality control, and proper labeling, we don't need to concern ourselves with intoxication or any overreaching regulations and blood-sucking tax regimes that are currently strangling the marijuana industry. Nor do we have to worry about squeezing small businesses out of the industry. The hemp sector of the cannabis industry, including those of us here today, are the vanguard for the future of cannabis policy. As the DEA seems to be balking at even a modest rescheduling of marijuana to Schedule III, hemp stands as the new path forward for cannabis reform. Hemp is cannabis, and it is the future of the cannabis industry. Thank you.